On everybody, we are back here on the weekend. It's Falcons Daily. I am CG Craig Green, your host, and we are back after Friday night's Falcons game against the Cowboys. It was their preseason finale. The Falcons finished 0-3 in the preseason. Again, the record nowhere near as important as the development of the players, so don't get hung up on that 0-3 too much. Just worry about how we look in terms of our starting players who you really didn't see a whole lot of. This was the preseason was more of us to help try to build the middle of the roster and make things look and feel smooth. And on Friday night, they didn't feel too smooth. I mean, the Falcons got outplayed by the Cowboys reserves, and again in a 31-13 loss. Younghoe Koo looked pretty decent. He knocked down 2 of 3 field goals. Missed a long, I think 54-yarders, what I believe he missed, but he made his other 2 kicks. Felipe Franks found his way into the end zone. It was a mixed bag of things. I mean, there was some good, some bad, but what we'll do right now, just go over some stats from the game. And what we saw for the Falcons that night, 332 total yards, 8 penalties for 77 yards, and had the ball for 33 minutes, 28 seconds. In terms of passing leaders, Easton Stick, once again, 20 of 28, 198 yards and a tutty, also with an interception. Elijah Dotson led the Falcons in rushing, 12 carries, 74 yards. Jashawn Corbin had a decent game, too, as well. He was 11 for 51. On the receiving end of things, Nick Nash and Chris Blair both had 6 receptions. Nash, 87 yards and a long of 24. Chris Blair, 6 for 65. And then again, we mentioned Felipe Franks, 3 catches, 24 yards, and the tutty. So he had, after that 1 touchdown, he didn't do much of anything. He had 2 catches for a single yard. After that, Dylan Drummond, 2 catches for 11 yards as well. But for the Falcons, defensively, not a good performance. They weren't able really to stop Dallas's reserves from doing what they wanted to do. Zach Harrison had a pretty decent game last night. Outside of that, the only other real memorable thing you could say that was even someone on a defensive play was Josh Woods coming down and laying the hammer on the Cowboys punt returner in the second quarter. That was a pretty hard stick. I saw right there Woods was feeling himself, and he's carved himself out a role, and I expect Josh Woods to make this team as a special teamer and as a reserve linebacker. So we'll see when it comes to that. But again, don't worry about the result of the game. Just worry about the development of the players. The Falcons right now are trying to go full steam ahead into week 1. And now Tuesday coming, there's going to be roster cuts out to get themselves down to 53, then establish their practice squad. After the game, Raheem Morris gave some updates on Kaleb McGary, the right tackle for the Falcons. Remember, on Wednesday, he was carted off with looked like a non-contact injury as they were getting ready for 11-on-11 drills. And again, pretty scary situation, had an MRI done. The results of the MRI have not been released, but they've been vaguely referenced, and they were vaguely referenced on Friday night post-game. During this post-game presser, Raheem Morris came out and spoke to the media regarding our right tackle. And Raheem told the media, he said, he'll miss significant time. Obviously, it'll look like an IR or whatever the case may be, whatever you got to do there, but he'll miss significant time. And that is not a good thing to hear. So what's the plan at right tackle while Kaleb McGary's out? Well, you didn't really get an indicator of it on Friday night, I don't think, because you had Jack Nelson playing left tackle. You had Brandon Parker playing right tackle. Elijah Wilkinson did not suit up. So hard to tell what the Falcons are going to do. Clearly, they're trying to cross-train some of their guys and find sweet spots for some of these players and move things around. But again, it's expected that Kaleb McGary will miss, several weeks. It was not officially announced that he's going to IR, but it feels like that's exactly what's going to happen. So it's hard to tell what the plan is actually going to be for the Falcons at right tackle. When the injury happened initially, Elijah Wilkinson was taking first-team snaps, and then Jack Nelson was taking some second-team, third-team, whatever snaps as well. You also got to remember our first backup swing tackle, Storm Norton. He's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks after having surgery himself. So this puts the Falcons in a really tough situation right now. Again, you don't have your starting right tackle. You don't have your immediate swing tackle. Now you're down to your third and fourth, possibly fifth. And this is the side of Michael Penix that needs to be protected the most. Again, it's his blind side. We got a left-handed quarterback. So you don't want to have to worry turning your back to your tackles thinking that they're not going to protect you. Friday night, again, Micah Parsons still there with the Dallas Cowboys, still no contract, still not participating, still wants a trade out of Dallas. And real quick, folks, Micah Parsons probably not coming to Atlanta, but, did you happen to see the piece of news on social media regarding Micah Parsons? Todd Archer, who covers the Dallas Cowboys for ESPN. He's the beat writer from ESPN.com for the Dallas Cowboys. He got a video of Micah Parsons arriving into the building for Friday's preseason game. Again, he's kind of like a hold-in. He's not participating whatsoever. He's at the games. He's at the practices. He's just not doing anything. That's his message to Jerry Jones to either pay me or trade me. At this point, he wants to be traded, and that's what he has been saying. So in this clip that Micah Parsons was seen walking into the building, and Todd Archer copied it, there's a Falcon fan there on the tour of the building who got to see Parsons coming in. And he said to Parsons out loud, you could kind of hear it in the video, hey, come to Atlanta, come to the Falcons. He was saying that to Micah. And what did Micah Parsons do? He didn't ignore him. Okay, he put his hand up like this and made a phone gesture, like make the call. Okay, he's not coming to Atlanta. We don't have the capital, the trade capital, to bring Micah Parsons in. But hey, it's kind of like when you're dating or you're single or whatever, and somebody catches your eye, and you're like, ooh, I would really like to spend time with this person, and you're kind of afraid to speak to that person. You feel like you don't have a shot at them. But sometimes you just shoot your shot, in some sort of way. Hey, I'm over here, hi. And then they give you just a little bit of a response. You're like, oh my God, they recognized me. Micah Parsons recognized a Falcon fan saying, come to Atlanta. And he said, make the call. So again, it's not going to happen. Terry Fontenot's not going to give up the farm to bring in Micah Parsons to stack him in an already overstacked linebacker or edge rusher room, But just imagine the blitz packages we could have with Arnold Ebiketie, Leonard Floyd, Jalen Walker, and Micah Parsons, along with James Pierce and Troy Anderson and Divine Diablo. I mean, just instantly, this would be the most feared defense in the NFL, especially the front seven. And then if you make a mistake on the back half, you got Jesse Bates and A.J. Terrell waiting in the wings, along with Billy Bowman and Xavier Watts and guys like Clark Phillips and D. Alford. That would be, we're talking dream scenario. Just put the Lombardi Trophy in Atlanta right away if that were going to happen. Sounds good. It's a pipe dream, but hey, all I'm saying is he's not going to get traded to Atlanta, but Micah Parsons recognized the Falcons. He knows who we are, and he told the fan in some indirect way, make the call. Let's make the call here for y'all here. We're going to go ahead and call it good for today. And everybody, appreciate all your engagement. Continue to engage with us here. We're coming up on some really, really special things coming down the pipe, and it's all because of all of you and all the time and energy you put into Falcons Daily. So thank you again. We are well over 1,000 subscribers. We're at about 1,100 right now, and we'd love to see us get way up there to 2,000, 3,000. So continue to spread the word, and we're going to continue to bring you content as often as possible here on Falcons Daily. You can follow me on social media if you choose. I'm at Craig G Sports, CRAIG, the letter G and the word sports, and FanArch is at FanArchCo, FANARCHCO, and they're up there in the top left corner. We'll see y'all again very, very soon. Y'all have a great weekend, and pretty soon we'll come down with our roster cuts and our schedule prediction. And again, episode 100, just a couple of days away. We'll have something very special for you there. All right, folks, enjoy the rest of your weekend. This is CG Craig Green signing off. Sayonara and buenos noches.